Hello and welcome to English Pod Studio. This is the place where we help you improve your English by listening to real conversations, stories, and lessons. If you are learning English and want to understand more, speak better, and feel more confident, then this podcast is just for you. Each episode is designed to help you learn in a simple, clear way. I speak slowly, use common words, and explain everything step by step. You can listen while walking, cooking, or relaxing at home. The more you listen, the better your English will become. So, today's topic is one that can really help you, not just in English learning, but in life. It's called the importance of self-discipline. Now, what does that mean? Self-discipline is the ability to control your actions, your feelings, and your habits, even when it's hard. Imagine this. You want to study English every day, but some days you're tired. Some days you just want to watch TV. Some days you think, maybe I'll start tomorrow. Self-discipline is what helps you study anyway. It helps you keep going when you're not feeling motivated. It's what keeps you moving forward, step by step, even when you don't feel like it. In this episode, we'll talk about what self-discipline is, why it matters, and how to build it in your daily life. We'll also look at how self-discipline helps you with learning English and reaching your goals. Let's begin with a simple question. Why do we need self-discipline? Let's think about that. Imagine two people. One person only works when they feel like it. When they're tired, they stop. When they're bored, they give up. They start many things, but they don't finish anything. The other person keeps going, even on hard days. They wake up early to study. They finish their tasks. They don't wait for motivation. They use discipline. Who do you think will succeed? Yes, the second person. Because motivation can disappear, but discipline stays. Self-discipline is what helps you keep your promises to yourself. It helps you make good choices again and again. Over time, those small choices create big results. Self-discipline is important in many areas of life. In school, to study and pass your exams. At work, to finish your projects on time. At home, to manage your time and responsibilities. In your health, to eat well and exercise. In language learning, to study and practice regularly. Without discipline, we get stuck. We wait for the perfect time. But often, that time never comes. Discipline helps us start, even when we don't feel ready. Let me give you an example. Imagine you want to improve your English. You download an app, buy a book, or start watching English videos. For a few days, you feel excited. You practice every day. Then something changes. You get busy. You feel tired. You skip one day, then two, then a week goes by. This is where discipline matters. Discipline is what helps you continue even when the excitement is gone. It tells you, just do 10 minutes. Just one small step today. And that one step leads to the next. Slowly, you build a habit. Slowly, you grow. So here's something important. Discipline is not something you are born with. It's something you build. Some people think, I'm just not disciplined. But that's not true. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. You build discipline by doing small things, even when they are hard. Each time you choose to stay focused or do the right thing or practice your English, you are training your discipline muscle. Now, let's talk about how self-discipline looks in real life. You wake up early, even when you want to sleep more. You say no to distractions like social media or games because you want to focus on your goals. You finish what you start, even when it takes time. You don't look for the easy way. You look for the right way. That's discipline. But here's something important to remember. Discipline does not mean being hard on yourself. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Even if you miss one day, you come back the next day. You keep showing up. You keep doing your best. And over time, this becomes who you are. So, why is self-discipline hard? Let's be honest, it's not easy. We live in a world full of distractions. It's easy to stop. It's easy to give up. It's easy to say, I'll do it later. But the truth is, later often means never. When you have self-discipline, you stop waiting. You take action now. Let me ask you, what's one thing you want to do more regularly? Maybe it's studying English, exercising, writing, reading, saving money. Whatever it is, self-discipline is the key. When you build this skill, everything else becomes easier. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be willing. Willing to show up.
Willing to try. Willing to keep going. That's self-discipline, and it can change your life. Now, let's go deeper. We'll talk about how to build self-discipline in a simple, step-by-step way. We'll also hear some short stories about people who use discipline to grow, succeed, and change their lives. Let's begin with a question. How do we start building self-discipline? Step 1. Start small. Many people think discipline means doing something big and difficult every day, but that's not true. Real discipline starts small. If you want to build a habit, like studying English or exercising, start with just 5 or 10 minutes a day. Why? Because small steps are easy to begin, and once you begin, it becomes easier to continue. Example, if you want to read more books, don't try to read for 1 hour every day at first. Start with 5 minutes, even 1 page. The important thing is to start. When you do something small every day, it becomes a habit. Then, over time, that habit grows stronger. Step 2. Make a simple plan. Discipline works better when you have a plan. Don't just say, I want to study English. Instead, say, I will study English for 15 minutes every morning after breakfast. A clear plan gives your brain a direction. It removes confusion. And when your plan is simple, it's easier to follow. Example, Maria wants to exercise every day. She decides, I will walk for 20 minutes after dinner every evening. She doesn't need motivation. She just follows her plan. Step 3. Remove distractions. Sometimes we want to be disciplined, but distractions make it hard. For example, you sit down to study English, but your phone keeps buzzing. A friend texts you, you check social media, and suddenly 30 minutes are gone. If you want to build discipline, remove distractions. Put your phone in another room. Turn off notifications. Use apps that block websites. Create a quiet space where you can focus. Discipline grows stronger when you protect your time and attention. Step 4. Use reminders. We all forget things sometimes. So use reminders to stay on track. You can write a sticky note and put it on your desk. You can set an alarm on your phone. You can put a calendar on your wall and mark each day you practice. These small reminders keep you focused. They help you remember your goal, and they push you to take action. Step 5. Track your progress. It feels good to see your progress. Use a notebook or an app to track your habits. Write down every day you studied English or went for a walk. When you look back, you'll feel proud. Seeing your progress builds confidence, and confidence helps discipline grow. Now, let's listen to a story. Story 1. Fatima's English Journey. Fatima lives in Morocco. She always wanted to speak English well. She watched English movies and listened to music, but she didn't practice speaking. Every time she tried, she felt shy. She told herself, "I'll start next week." One day, she heard someone say, "Discipline is more important than motivation." That sentence stayed in her mind. So Fatima made a simple plan. Speak English for 5 minutes every day. At first, she just talked to herself in the mirror. Then she joined an online speaking club once a week. After 2 months, she was speaking with more confidence. Now Fatima practices English for 30 minutes a day. She writes short stories and records herself speaking. What changed? She didn't wait for motivation. She built discipline, one small step at a time. Story 2. Carlos and the gym. Carlos works long hours in an office in Brazil. He wanted to get fit and healthy, but he always felt too tired after work. He used to say, "I'll start going to the gym next month." But one day he realized next month never comes. So he started waking up 20 minutes earlier to stretch and do push-ups at home. Just 20 minutes. It was hard at first, but after 2 weeks, it became a habit. Now Carlos exercises 4 times a week at the gym. He feels stronger and more focused at work. Carlos says, "Discipline gave me back my energy." So remember, start small, be consistent. The results will come. Let's look at another important idea. Discipline versus motivation. Motivation is the feeling of wanting to do something. Discipline is the decision to do it, even when you don't feel like it. Let's say your alarm goes off at 6 a.m. You want to stay in bed. That's normal. That's a lack of motivation. But if you get up anyway, that's discipline. And every time you choose discipline, you build strength. You're telling your brain, "I don't need to feel like it. I'll do it anyway." That's how you grow. Now, you might ask, what if I get tired or lose discipline? That's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone feels tired sometimes. The key is to come back. Don't say, "I failed." Say, "I'm learning." Don't say, "I can't do it." Say, "I'll try again tomorrow." Discipline is not about being perfect. It's about returning again and again. Even when you fall, you rise. Even when you're tired, you try. Even when you feel weak, you show up. That's what makes you strong. We'll go even deeper. We'll explore 10 practical ways to build discipline in your daily life. These are easy steps you can take, starting today. You'll also hear more examples, more tools, and more encouragement. And remember, by listening to this podcast, you are already training your brain. You are already becoming stronger, more focused, and more disciplined. Now, let's go even further. Now, I'll share 10 practical ways you can build self-discipline, starting today. These are not difficult. They are small, powerful steps that anyone can follow. Whether you're trying to learn English, get healthier, or reach any personal goal, these tips can help you. Let's begin. Tip 1. Know your why. The first step is to understand your reason. Ask yourself, why do I want to do this? If you want to study English every day, why? Is it for a job, travel, confidence, a better future? When you know your why, it gives you energy and direction. You remember what matters. Your why keeps you strong when things get hard. So write it down. Keep it close. Read it when you feel tired. Tip 2. Make a simple routine. Discipline grows in routines. When you do the same thing at the same time every day, it becomes a habit. For example, if you study English every morning at 7 a.m., your brain starts to expect it. You don't need to think or decide. You just do it. A simple routine removes confusion. It saved energy. It makes good choices automatic. So pick a time, make it part of your day, and stick to it. Tip 3. Remove the temptations. Temptation means something that pulls you away from your goal. For example, you want to study, but your phone is full of messages. You sit at your desk, but YouTube is open. You want to eat healthy, but cookies are on the table. To build discipline, remove the temptation. Turn off your phone. Log out of distracting websites. Clean your space. Make it easy to do the right thing and harder to do the wrong thing. Tip 4. Use the 2-minute rule. This is a simple trick. If a task feels big or scary, just do it for 2 minutes. Often, starting is the hardest part, but once you begin, it's easier to keep going. So, if you don't feel like studying English, just open your book and read one paragraph. Just 2 minutes. Most of the time, you'll keep going because action creates momentum. Tip 5. Count your wins. At the end of the day, take a moment to say, what did I do well today? Maybe you studied for 10 minutes. Maybe you didn't give up when it got hard. Maybe you made one small good choice. Celebrate that. Discipline is not only about pushing hard, it's also about noticing your growth. Small wins build confidence. Confidence builds discipline. Tip 6. Use visual trackers. Our brains love to see progress. Put a calendar on your wall. Every day you study or exercise or follow your plan, put a big X on that day. This is called a habit chain. After a few days, you'll have a row of X's. You'll think, wow, I'm doing it. Then you'll say, I don't want to break the chain. That's powerful.
Tip 7. Make it enjoyable. Discipline is easier when you enjoy the process. If you're learning English, use topics you love. Watch videos about your hobbies. Read books that interest you. Talk with friends about fun topics. When you enjoy the journey, you'll want to come back every day. Yes, discipline is about doing hard things, but it doesn't have to be boring. Tip 8. Tell someone your goal. Share your goal with a friend or family member. Tell them, I want to speak English better. I'll practice 20 minutes every day. When someone knows your goal, it adds accountability. You'll want to stay on track because someone is cheering for you. Even better, find a partner who shares your goal. You can grow together. Tip 9. Be kind when you fall. No one is perfect. You will miss a day. You will feel lazy. You will make mistakes. That's okay. The key is this: don't be hard on yourself. Don't quit. Just say, I fell, but I will get up. One bad day doesn't ruin your progress. What matters is what you do next. Self-discipline is not about being perfect.
It's about coming back. Tip 10. Think long-term. Discipline is like planting a seed. You don't see results right away, but with time, small actions grow into big change. When things feel slow, remind yourself, I'm not just doing this for today. I'm building my future. The best things in life take time, and discipline is the tool that makes it possible. Let's pause here. That was a lot of helpful information. Let's review quickly. To build self-discipline, know your why, make a routine, remove temptations, use the 2-minute rule, count your wins, track your progress, make it fun, tell someone your goal, be kind when you fall, think long-term. If you follow even 2 or 3 of these steps, your discipline will grow. And as your discipline grows, your confidence grows. And when you believe in yourself, nothing can stop you. Now, let's explore how self-discipline helps us in different parts of life. We'll talk about school and study, work and career, relationships, health and habits, emotions and self-control. Let's begin with the first one. Self-discipline at school. If you are a student, or if you're learning something new like English, discipline is your best friend. Why? Because learning takes time. It takes effort. You don't learn everything in one day. It's a slow process. Discipline helps you study every day, even when you feel tired, finish homework or practice tasks, say no to distractions like social media or games, stay focused during lessons or self-study. Let's say you're learning English. You decide to read an article every day and practice 20 new words each week. At first, it's fun. Then it becomes harder. You get busy, you feel bored, you want to quit. That's when discipline says, just do 10 minutes. And you do it. 1 article becomes 2. 2 words become 20. Soon, you start to notice improvement. Discipline helps you learn, slowly, steadily, and surely. Discipline at work. Now, let's look at the workplace. No matter what your job is, discipline makes you a better worker. It helps you show up on time, complete tasks without needing to be pushed, stay focused when others are chatting or wasting time, stay organized and meet deadlines. Imagine 2 workers. One works hard only when the boss is watching. The other works well even when no one is looking. Who gets promoted? The one with self-discipline. Because employers value people who take responsibility, manage their time, and get things done. Discipline helps you stay productive, even when you're tired, busy, or not in the mood. Discipline in relationships. You might think discipline is only for work and study, but it also helps in relationships. Why?
Because good relationships need patience, kindness, and control. Discipline helps you listen when someone is speaking, even if you disagree. Stay calm during arguments. Speak kindly, not with anger. Keep promises and commitments. Let's say you're angry during a conversation. You want to shout, but discipline helps you breathe, wait, and speak with respect. That small moment of control can save a friendship or even a marriage.
Discipline helps you manage your emotions and choose your words with care. It helps you build trust. Now let's talk about your body. We all know what's healthy. Eat vegetables, drink water, sleep well, move your body. But knowing is not enough. We need discipline to make healthy choices every day. Discipline helps you exercise regularly, eat good food, even when junk food is easier, sleep on time, say no to bad habits like smoking or too much sugar. Let's say you want to walk 30 minutes every evening. Some days the weather is bad. Some days you're tired. Some days you feel lazy. Discipline says, let's go for just 5 minutes. So you walk. And once you start, you feel better. You feel proud. That's the power of discipline. Small steps, big change. Now let's talk about self-discipline and emotions. This one is often forgotten, but self-discipline also helps you manage your feelings. For example, you feel angry, but you stay calm. You feel sad, but you still take care of yourself. You feel nervous, but you try anyway. Discipline doesn't mean you never feel bad. It means you keep going even when you do. It means choosing action over excuses. Let's say you feel shy about speaking English. Discipline says, speak anyway. Maybe your grammar isn't perfect. Maybe your accent is strong. But you speak. That's discipline. And that's growth. Now, let's look at something very real. What breaks our self-discipline? And how can we fix it? Let's begin with a simple truth. No one is disciplined all the time. We all struggle. We all get tired. We all fall off track. But the difference between people who succeed and those who give up is this. The disciplined ones know how to come back. Let's explore. What breaks our discipline? Number 1, waiting for motivation. One of the biggest mistakes is waiting to feel like it. You say, I'll study English when I'm in the mood. But that mood may not come. Discipline means you act even when you don't feel ready. So stop waiting for motivation. Start with action. The feeling often comes after. Number 2, setting goals that are too big. Sometimes we want fast results, so we set huge goals. I'll study for 3 hours every day. I'll lose 10 kilos in 1 month. And when we can't do it, we feel like a failure. Instead, make your goal small and realistic. Just 10 minutes. That's a great start. Discipline grows when you succeed, so give yourself easy wins. Number 3, distractions everywhere. Phones, messages, TV, social media, noise. Distractions are everywhere, and they steal our time. You may sit down to study English, but then a message pops up. You check one post, then another. Suddenly, 30 minutes are gone. Discipline needs focus. So silence your phone, close extra tabs, find a quiet space, protect your time.
4, not having a plan. If you don't know what to do, you'll probably do nothing. I want to study English is not a plan. I will study English at 7 p.m. every night for 15 minutes using my grammar book. That's a plan. Discipline needs structure. Create a simple routine and follow it. 5, being too hard on yourself. You missed a day. You skipped a task.
You broke the habit. Now you feel bad. You think, I'm lazy, I'm weak, I can't do it. Stop. Self-discipline does not mean punishing yourself. It means supporting yourself. You are human. You will fall. The important thing is stand up again. Be kind. Then try again. How to rebuild discipline. Now, let's turn to solutions. What can you do when you've lost your focus? Here are some simple ways to rebuild self-discipline. Step 1. Start fresh tomorrow. Don't wait for a new week or a new month. Just say, tomorrow, I'll begin again. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to restart. Even one small step brings you back on track. Step 2. Change the environment. Sometimes a small change in space helps a lot. Try studying in a different room. Put your phone in another place. Use a new notebook or app. Changing your environment can refresh your energy. Step 3. Remember your wins. Look back at what you've already done. You studied for 10 days last month. You exercised for a whole week. You said no to that unhealthy snack. Those are wins. Remind yourself, I can do this. I've done it before. Step 4. Forgive yourself for yesterday's mistake. Don't carry guilt. Carry lessons. Say, that didn't work. Let me try a new way. Discipline isn't about punishment. It's about progress. Step 5. Make it fun again. Try a new English podcast. Watch a funny video. Learn a song. Play a vocabulary game. Discipline grows when you enjoy what you do. Make your practice feel light again. Let's review. Let's take a moment to review everything we've learned in this podcast episode. What is self-discipline? It's the ability to do what's right, even when you don't feel like it. How do we build it? Start small. Make a plan, remove distractions, celebrate progress, keep showing up. Where does it help? In study, to stay focused and learn. In work, to complete tasks and grow. In relationships, to stay calm and kind. In health, to make smart choices. In emotions, to stay strong during hard times. And what breaks it? Waiting for motivation, overthinking, distractions, no plan, being too hard on yourself. And how do we rebuild it? Start again tomorrow, change your environment, remember your wins, forgive your mistakes, make it fun again. Final message. Here's the most important thing to remember. Discipline is not something you are born with. It's something you can build. One small action, one small habit, one small decision. Over time, these small steps become a strong foundation. You don't have to be the best. You just have to keep going. So, if you're learning English, keep going. If you're chasing a dream, keep going. If you've fallen down, get up and keep going. Your future is waiting, and self-discipline is the bridge to get there.
Thank you for listening to this full episode on the importance of self-discipline from English Pod Studio. By listening to this podcast, you are practicing your English and also training your mind to be strong, focused, and consistent. You are doing something amazing, and we're proud of you. We'll see you again in the next episode. Until then, stay disciplined, stay kind, and keep learning. Bye for now.